let's talk about the weekend then. Undoubtedly the biggest game of the week, as we've alluded to. Saturday, 3 p.m. again. I can't really remember the time Liverpool had so many Saturday 3 p.m.s in a row. But Bournemouth, I mean, unbelievable job they've been doing so far this season. After a slow start, I don't think people have been sleeping on how good they are, but these last two results have really been such a statement. 4-1 at Newcastle, 5-0 against Nottingham Forest. Unbelievable result that. We all know how good Forest have been. Obviously taken 4 points off Liverpool themselves this season. So this is a Bournemouth side carrying so much more threat than we'd ever expect. We would not have thought that late January this game would be such a big game towards the top of the table and such a difficult test.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said, looking at Liverpool's fixture list as well, and they've still got to go to Chelsea, still got to go to Manchester City, still got to go to Villa, that this will probably be the hardest away game that they've got remaining. And the fact is with Bournemouth as well, you know, you can look at their underlying numbers and they probably should be higher than they are in the table. They're even better than that, really. So it's an unbelievably tough game. That again is, you know, one of the big considerations of PSV selection, just how tough this is. And you kind of watch Bournemouth and their style as well. They're going to make you do a lot of running. You know, they like to go in and make it kind of physical one-on-one battles with their wingers who are kind of so elite physically, and they make it really difficult for you in that way. So you've got to be absolutely on it. So yeah, it's a massive game, really, really tricky. And it's just another one of those where if Liverpool kind of come through, I mean, we said ahead of the kind of Brentford and Nottingham Forest games, if Liverpool can get 4 points out of that, be a really, really good return. Again, you know, this is one they go into. I don't think a point's a disaster by any means. I think they come away and be happy with that, considering it's probably going to be a lower winning total in the Premier League this season. But also, you know, if they can win it, it's just one of those kind of statement victories. You know, I think they surely will feel that they can win that. It's not absolutely impossible to go there and get a win, but it'd be so tough that I think that Liverpool would take a lot from it if they could get over the line in that one. So yeah, it's absolutely massive. Shame it's not on television as well for more people to see, given how high quality and interesting the game it's going to be. But yeah, that's one of those things you can't control. But it's yeah, very much looking forward to watching this one and seeing how they get on. It's a really interesting test.
Yeah, just looking at Bournemouth's record, haven't lost a single game since November 23rd in the league. So Liverpool going there and winning would be, a great result, a statement result. Again, underlying their title credentials. I think they've got it's 12 league games unbeaten. I think in that time, I think since their last defeat, they've picked up as many points as anyone else in the league. 3 more points than Liverpool. Have played a game more in that time, but 3 more points than Liverpool in that same time period. Got the best defence in that time spell. They've got only Liverpool have got a better goal difference as well. It's just they're on incredible form. As I said, they've had those 2 real statement victories, and Liverpool beat them 3-0 quite comfortably in the reverse fixture. But that was when they were going through a poor start to the season, very slow to get going. But since that defeat, they've beaten everyone. They've beaten Arsenal, Man United, Spurs, Man City, Newcastle, Forest, drawn with Chelsea. Just we say it again, just a really, really good team, and Iraola's got them playing really good football. And also, we should point out, with a bit of a injury crisis, you can see what's happening at Tottenham and how they've struggled so much to deal with it. But Bournemouth have done this with a lot of injuries as well. So just you can't speak highly enough of the job they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, they're missing about 10 players, aren't they? And 10 really good players as well. So, I mean, that's one thing that might help Liverpool. They're asking the same group of players to go again and again and again, and they're on this unbelievable run. But at some time, the kind of fatigue will maybe catch up with you there. And also, you know, if you can keep it tight to kind of around the hour mark, Liverpool should have greater strength and depth off the bench. So that will be maybe a kind of a decisive factor in this game. But yeah, in terms of the job that Iraola is doing there, and you know, it's unbelievable, really, as you say, reeling off those statistics there about how good they've been after a little bit of a shaky start. And I think one thing that's worth mentioning, by the way, amid kind of doubts over Liverpool's sporting director and what he's actually doing at the moment, he built that side and he also appointed that manager. So clearly Richard Hughes knows what he's doing. Clearly looks like a savvy operator, doesn't he, judging on that evidence? So yeah, it's but Iraola doing a fantastic job, and that's why it's kind of quite a scary game for Liverpool supporters, I'm sure, really.